Taurus, I am looking at a really deep awakening. Not an awakening like you've had before, because this is really materialized. This isn't something you're going to do by yourself in hermit mode. This isn't an internalized experience. This is outside of the body. This is external. This is requiring you to really breathe, take ownership. I'm looking at the heart chakra first out, followed by the Four of Swords. Just breathe. Followed by the Sun, followed by believe and succeed. The Six of Wands, victory in a situation, followed by the throat chakra and the High Priestess. This is a very, very, very specific reading, followed by the Wheel of Fortune as well. We're looking at two majors, two chakras, and a 64 and a 4 and 6. That's very significant to me as well. If you know about the 46 and the 64, moreover the 64, it's a very specific vibration and hurt. Okay, so I'm going to dive in deeply. If that resonates so far, feel free to hit the like, stick around, right? Subscribe. But I'm talking to a Taurus right now who the divine is saying, breathe, breathe, breathe. You're going to need to take deep breaths through this. This is going to really wind you, yeah? I don't even want to overwhelm you and panic you regarding this, because it is a positive, but you're getting a second wind, a gush of wind, a wake-up call in love. It's about to manifest. It's falling into reality. It's a 44, 4 next to each other. So not only an infinity symbol of 8, but really grounded principles from the 444. That's where the grounding really starts. You have a dream, you have a vision, you have materialization in the 3D. But when you get to the 4th dimension now, that's where it starts to meld in your mind and become so much more than it originally was. And then that, with the Sun card and the High Priestess, you intuitively knew this. You've been believing in this. This is successful. Because I'm looking at the throat chakra and the 6 of Wands, which says believe and succeed. You've got to speak this into existence now. That's the situation we're looking at. You're flowing. Your heart chakra looks really beautiful, I may say that. Your telepathy, your intelligence, your crown chakra looks really good as well. But I'm looking at a really beautiful reward in your heart chakra. I've never said that before. I've never seen anyone receive a heart chakra award. But that's what you're getting. So understand how that's going to show up is what we're going to look at in a second. But that is linked to your ability to really communicate. 8 of Wands out with the throat chakra. What other card would really come out to clarify the throat chakra other than 8 of Wands in a reading like this? Clear communication, a lot of communication, speaking up, and another 4's out. So not only have we got 4 of Swords, we now have 4 of Cups. Next to that, we also have Ace of Cups. A lot of emotions here. Then we're looking at you really reaching out and focusing on clarity of your belief, whilst also having strength to not control the situation. This looks like a massive manifestation. A massive, I wanted to say principle, then I wanted to say proposal. So a principle that you have and you stand on, or a proposal that you have delivered and stand on, believe in, want to present. Looks like you're speaking up in front of maybe a board, maybe get legality, but it's like more than a board, because I do see it gives me Britain's Got Talent vibes, where you're standing on the stage and there's 4 people with buzzers there and they're gonna buzz yes or no. That's what it feels like. But then it also feels incredibly romantic and loving. It's nerve-wracking, right? So actually, we're going to dive into the tarot now. Let's see. But it looks like whatever this is such a massive love for you, right? Love isn't always romantic, but it's nerve-wracking, whatever this is, okay? So let's dive. Hit like if you're resonating so far. Feel free to share more in the comments. Tower moment out straight away. My goodness, do you see? Do you see that I said you're going to have to breathe through this? This is nerve-wracking. 10 of Cups out. Hangman. King of Pentacles. Magician. Ace of Swords. You're clear about this, nonetheless. 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. The Moon. Followed by the Hierophant. This is serious. The Hierophant to come out to the end like that and starting with a Tower moment. This is giving me legal vibes again, because we've got not so much law and order, but it's once again principle, morals, integrity, morality. That's what we get with the Hierophant. And the Hierophant's coming out with the Strength card, so it's about taking control and ownership over moral justice, spiritual justice. This could be a spiritual career, a spiritual oath. This could be like baptism. This could be... Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's dive in. Let's not think about what could be. Let's find out what is, shall we? Let's go in on the Tower. Passion. Of course, Ace of Wands with the Tower now. Really passionate new beginning. That's why you're in this energy. So a lot of fire is definitely going to be met with water, isn't it? Wow, loads of cards coming out here. Bottom of the deck already is the Ace of Pentacles, so we're going to look at that in a minute. 10 of Cups right here, followed by the Devil. This is why you're, I want to say shitting yourself, but not the nicest way to look at it, okay? And we're going to resolve that energy, because if you really were shitting yourself, I wouldn't say that and be so calm in my energy. I would be nicer. So the truth of the matter is, Tower moment with the Wand card. Whoa, shocking, overwhelming. This is related to 10 of Cups. All your emotions are out and on the front line. So that is going to either create toxicity, fear, panic, angst, or it's going to make you ascend into the power player that you're meant to be. And we've already seen the entry cards, which show you're evolving, and this is part of your destiny, with the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune card and the Hierophant. This is manifested. This is destiny. You manifested this in the past. It is nerve-wracking, because you're going to have to breathe. Work on your breathing. This could be, it feels a little bit like the vision in my head I'm getting is Lamaze class. You need to practice Lamaze class, because it's like, okay, breathe through this. Okay, breathe through this, because you're about to have a baby. The birth's coming is what I'm getting, right? Metaphorically speaking. In the Hangman energy, to clarify, it's 2 of Cups, a relationship that's been masked. Then in the front, there's this money here, King of Pentacles, now with the Strength card. A lot of strength in this over money. In the past, you were manifesting this situation in 3 of Cups. Suggests that you were living more frivolously. You were living more free. You were manifesting wild and free. And whatever you were manifesting wild and free, looks like it's materialized in relationships, in principle, in oath, in financial areas of life too. And it leads to something stable and grounded, like a project or money, or something that you have to get ownership over, or something like that. Because not only that, to clarify the Ace of Swords that's in the future position, we now have the 2 of Swords, which is giving me 3 of Swords vibration. 2 of the Swords are stuck in this deck. So in this card and image, so it's saying you have to be clear about what the blockages were in the past. You have to speak about the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Cups that happened in the past. Whatever was good or bad that's led to this situation and led to the 10 of Cups overwhelm, overwhelm in this situation, and all of this passion and shock, all of this money and confusion, all of this stagnancy and withdrawn energy. I don't see you being withdrawn, but I see the hangman energy and the masks over these people's faces and the Two of Cups. Like, whoa, 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 this is too much. This is a real serious, strong issue. It's like, whoa, it's like taking a shot of absinthe. You ever taken absinthe? It's like the strong, is that the right way to say it, I think? The strongest alcohol in the world. In my head, I'm getting the vision of that place in Iceland, maybe, where it's a whole igloo bar made of ice, and you take fire shots of absinthe. That's what I'm getting in my head. Eskimo energy as well, I'm getting. Images of an Eskimo. You could have an Eskimo guide at this time if you believe in guides and you understand how guides work. Then hold that Eskimo in your vision, because I see an Eskimo in it. Not even just one Eskimo, a load of Eskimos around you. Spiritually as well. Guiding you on this. Then I see you reaching out towards someone else. Two people coming together. Money's still out here again. All of this has been hidden in the moonlight as well. Let me look at the Hierophant a little bit more. Empress. Now the Hierophant's with the Empress. I don't even know if I've seen the Hierophant and the Empress together before. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. The Empress is Libra energy. So hold the Empress and the Libra for now, but let's dive in, because what on earth is going on with the... Ooh, what is this? Hermit, Nine of Wands. Someone has had to build their own igloo, is what I'm getting. Someone has had to build their own safe shrine, their own safe space to keep everyone out of it so they can have the life that they're destined for. Hermit, Nine of Wands. This hermit, which I have to assume is you, has built your own igloo to keep everybody else out. As a result, this has been done for a reason. This is kind of like experimental, because as a result, you're now showing up as the King of Cups. Male or female, you're emotionally wise and resilient, and you're pouring your heart out. Like the heart chakra and the throat chakra would say. Then the Lover's card is out. The Six of Wands again. In this card, it's looks like the Lover's card, but it's actually the Six of Wands. So let me clarify that, because I really thought it was the Lover's card. But it's actually the Six of Wands. But in this deck, the Lover's card and the Six of Wands look so alike. So I want to see, now the Four of Wands is coming out. What did I tell you about that 6 and 4? The King of Cups coming out with the 6, which I thought was the Lovers, but it's actually the Six of Wands, which is the same Six of Wands we started with from another deck, followed by the Four of Wands. And I told you about that 6 and 4 and that 4 and 6. That's a very specific union vibration. Yeah? There's a lot of research I do in my personal life around the 64. It has a lot of personal significance that I don't really want to share because it borderlines on intellectual property that I would like to keep to myself, to be honest. If you're a mad conspiracy theorist, certain things you don't want to share. And I don't want to tell you what the 6 and 4 means in one scope or another, because it infringes on my other designs. But let's just say it means something very powerful. Another 4's come out again. I'm looking at 4 with the Empress again. 4s are not joking in this deck. Justice at the bottom. Whatever you want in your life and whatever you've been manifesting is coming in. You don't need to do a damn thing. You know what's destined for you. You know what you've been manifesting, right? The opportunity is falling right in front of your face, and you are going to do exactly what you've been doing, because you've built the, I want to say remit, weirdly enough. You've built the remit for that. Do you know what? That's an interesting word, because I used that lately, actually, in 2 different instances. And what that suggests is, because a lot of people right now don't have the remit for stuff, right? So what this really suggests is you've built the remit for whatever this is. Meaning, when it comes to not having enough, or not being compatible, or not meeting the criteria, you've wavered the standard, you've rewritten the rule book, you've changed the code, you've manifested what you want. And there's a Hierophant and an Empress and the 4 of Wands, which looks like marriage, looks like commitment. The Justice card is here and the Moon is here. It looks like you are really moving forward with the 4 of Cups as well in this deck, and the 6 of Wands. It's an offering, a coming together that is masked and cloaked, but then is revealed and victorious. Whilst the whole time the King of Cups is pouring emotionally into this situation, and then it manifests into a really moral commitment and evolution of the Empress, resulting in finance, abundance, and returning to this igloo. This igloo. That's what I keep getting in my head. I just see this igloo here. Do you have a desire to travel to any indigenous land? Because if you do, and you have a desire to stay in an igloo or go and meet a spiritual tribe that live, there is a specific indigenous group that come to mind that live in yurts more so, but they do have igloos, and they have periods of time in those kind of places where normal people will probably freeze to death, but they are well equipped and trained to deal with that kind of a life and experience that temperature and meet God at another altitude. Because breathing up there, do you get how weird this reading is? Breathing at that altitude where I'm talking about, where the igloos are and these indigenous tribes are, you can barely breathe. Yeah? It's like when you get to the top of the mountain, your breathing's different. So wherever you're going in life, your breath work is different. Keep working on breath work. Keep working on deeper breathing. Keep listening and trusting. This is coming true. Whether you're standing up on the podium and doing something, whether you're offering something, receiving something, it's unclear. I don't need to know is the point. You don't need to know is the point. You just need to know that this is everything you've ever wanted, laying out a whole new carpet, a whole new world for this. And it's stemming from your ability to go within, breathe and ascend and take this dream, this destiny, this thought to a whole new altitude. This is manifesting in a beautiful way. Love is everywhere. It's not just romantic though, because this is beyond any wildest dream or any ideal of normal romantic love or relationship. It's not bound to any kind of standard ideal of a relationship either. So whatever you've manifested in your life as the supreme ultimate idea of a love, what you would love to do for a living, what you would love to see, who you would love to become, what you love most is receiving you in kind, and it's honest, it's true, it's integritous, it's justice, and it's coming in after a really deep indigenous ascent. Very specific and weird. But that's what we've got for you today, Taurus. So I'm leaving you here with this very cryptic message. You are giving me indigenous person in the igloo that's learning to breathe at a higher altitude and is coming in line with their true heart's desire, ready to share and receive that highest vibration from the Supreme God, right? So go and enjoy it, whatever that means for you, through whatever metaphor that hits you with. Love and light. Namaste. Keep loving, keep living.